In the early hours of a quiet Thursday morning, deep in the Pacific, a signal was received. It didn't come with a warning. It wasn't intercepted in a war zone or broadcast through a golden disc. It came like a whisper through the void. Something that shouldn't be there. Something that was waiting to be noticed. 03:42 UTC. A weather tracking station off the coast of New Zealand registers a brief anomaly, a fast-moving object in high Earth orbit descending. Within minutes, NORAD, the European Space Agency, and amateur astronomers begin seeing the same thing, a metallic mass 3 kilometers wide, entering the atmosphere at impossible deceleration rates. Not a meteor, not a satellite, not ours. It slows, and then it stops. Perfectly still, high above the Pacific Ocean. At first, the story is fractured. A few blurry videos hit social media, a strange shimmer in the sky, an eerie silence before dawn. Conspiracy channels ignite, Reddit threads explode, TikToks trend with the hashtag #PacificObject. But most of the world sleeps through it. By the time morning comes to the Western Hemisphere, governments already know. Within closed doors, something rare happens. Scientists, generals, and world leaders quietly agree. This is not man-made. For decades, humanity has asked the question, are we alone? The scientific community has always hedged, cautious optimism buried in equations and silence. But on this day, within 12 hours of detection, the consensus shifts. SETI releases a quiet one-paragraph statement. The object currently in Earth's low orbit exhibits intelligent deceleration behavior. We are monitoring for patterns of communication. NASA, JAXA, Roscosmos all go dark. Behind the scenes, they're no longer discussing if it's real. They're asking what it means to know that we are not alone. By mid-afternoon, CNN breaks the story, then the BBC, then everyone. Unidentified object over Pacific confirmed by officials. The headlines are carefully worded. Unidentified, not extraterrestrial. Observed behavior, not intelligence. But the implication spreads faster than the facts. For the first time in human history, the public is confronted with something undeniable. There is an object, and we don't know who or what it belongs to. Markets waver, travel slows, military forces quietly shift into standby. The Pope gives a brief address, quoting Genesis, "The heavens declare the glory of God. In mosques, synagogues, temples, churches, people pray, some in awe, others in fear." A Buddhist monk simply says, "Perhaps we are no longer the highest awareness in this world. That is good." Meanwhile, millions post online. Is it peaceful? Is this the end? Do they know we're watching? For the first time in centuries, every country on Earth looks up and wonders the same thing. What happens next? Scientists are divided, not about whether it's alien, about how to proceed. Do we try to communicate? Do we wait? Do we warn them about us? Language models, mathematicians, linguists, all called in overnight. The assumption is simple. If they came here, they know we're here. So why are they silent? Are they? The object remains, hovering, watching, no sound, no signal, no threat, just presence. Humanity has always looked for signs, in stars, in symbols, in silence. On day one, we saw something, but we still don't know if it's looking back.